All right, welcome back to another episode. We appreciate you coming back as always. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share on whatever platform you're listening on. I want to thank Adam Chubbuck with Douglas Realty in Pasadena, Maryland. This Team Alpha Charlie. TACMD.com. That's TACMD.com. If you're in the market for a house, buying or selling, you definitely want to have the consultation of a licensed real estate professional, especially in the type of market that we have now, which is fairly uncertain just because interest rates are moving all over the place and inventory is going up and or down. You never know at the time. It seems like generally the real estate market either glides one way or the other. In this case, it seems to go by the season. So you definitely want to talk to a licensed real estate professional. And the one that we would talk to is Adam Chubbuck with TACMD.com. That's TACMD.com. He genuinely a nice human being who knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing, and he cares about his clients, and he is always doing what's in the best interest of them, even if it's not in his own best interest. So go to TACMD.com, talk with Adam today. All right, so we got some updates on our personal lives.
Yeah, I'm dealing with one right now. So
this will come out in 2 weeks. So yeah. All right, so there may or may not be a tooth out over at Mike's house currently.
But it's a baby tooth.
It is a baby tooth.
And it should have come out. And so those of you who have kids, like when their teeth start getting loose and falling out, they look real goofy. So as the teeth, so my youngest used to have these perfectly straight teeth, this nice little smile. Well, now, like he kind of looks like, one of them's calling me now. So he kind of looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh.
Like, hey, you guys, with his teeth. So one got knocked out. So he ends up calling me as we're in between, like in a little break. And, well, my middle son calls me, telling me what happened. He said, you knocked a tooth out. I said, well, is it the baby tooth? He goes, yeah. I said, well, that's good, because it's supposed to come out. Well, now I need to get the other one out. So I'm like, go do it again.
Right. Just get it done with. Right.
So, yeah. But I just told him, I said, if you're swallowing it, stop, spit it out, like in a cup or something. This is when you have boys, what you have to tell.
Sure. With girls, they just cry.
Yeah.
Like mine, teeth came out crying.
Yeah.
Crying.
So I was ready to just jump up and roll before we hit record on this one. And then I called him back. So the middle one didn't answer. I called the oldest one. And he doesn't understand phone etiquette. So, like, when I call him, I just hear the phone pick up. And he doesn't say anything. I said, Logan. And he says, yeah. I said, dude, you're supposed to say hello, so I know you're there.
Right.
So he goes and I say, what's going on? Is he okay? Yeah. He's fine. Okay. Well, in the background, I hear him yelling at a video game. So he's yelling at the video games. Like, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not neglectful, and the oldest one is old enough to watch them all. So
he's got to pack the hole with paper towel.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah,
and just replace it as it gets drenched.
Yeah,
it'll stop eventually.
So yeah, so I mean, it's just one of those things. There's parenting things where. Yeah, and I'm not far. It's not even a quarter mile from. Like, we're in the same neighborhood.
They know how to get here.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They've been here before. Yeah, so we've got that going on. We'll do weight loss update because it's been a while. I've got Yukon updates because I'm sure everyone's waiting for that.
Bated breath.
They're probably like, that thing isn't fine yet.
The audience is like, dude, sell it or stop talking about it.
I know. So it did get to the point where I did start looking online for SUVs, used SUVs. I actually was looking at new because I wanted to see if the incentives were good enough to go maybe get a steal of a deal on something. Mm-hmm. They aren't, by the way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there are some, but dude, you're still looking at like $40,000
I know.
For a 3-row SUV. And I'm just like, and that monthly payment over 72 months is still like $750.
Yep.
I'm not swinging that. I can't. So then I looked at used. A 3-year-old used, even if you're looking at like an Explorer or something, $30.
Yeah.
Okay, now the payment's at like $650 over 60 months, and that's with a 5.85% percentage rate, interest rate. It's not cheap. It's like, and of course, like I'm being cheap because I don't have a car payment.
Right. I just paid my second car off. I like being in no car payment land. Of course, what do I do the second? I start looking at cars.
I know, right?
And I'm like, wait, I swept between the two cars. I was able to swing $875. So maybe I can swing. Like, no, I'm not spending.
But no, because now in your mind, you're like, okay, if I wait 6 months, I could spend $4,600 on a used car.
Yeah.
I got older used car that'll be really reliable. They're not reliable.
Yeah.
I convinced myself that this was the way to go, right? So I was on the highway. So I got new wheels and new tires, 20-inch rims, beautiful Bridgestone Alenza tires. They were used, of course. I didn't buy a new. I can't do that. My wife's car got the new tires, right?
Of course.
Mine did not. So I'm into the wheels and tires, like probably $800 total for both. And so I go get them balanced. But then, all right, so before I get them balanced, I needed new upper control arms. Mine were busted out, grease going everywhere. Okay, fine. Well, after you do upper control arms, you have to have an alignment done. So I went and had the alignment done, the wheels balanced, all that fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shop, who didn't do the upper control arms, and I also had my U-joints done, all 4 U-joints, and my transfer case fluid done. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Fairly basic job, right? Well, when I take this thing to go get the wheels balanced, because there's a bit of a shake to it after all this stuff gets done. Oh, yeah, it's just the alignment. Go get it aligned. Okay, so I go get it aligned. And the guy at the shop is like, your upper control arms, the bolts are on backwards, and you have a dent in your drive shaft. He goes, do you have a vibration? I was like, I do have a vibration. Mm-hmm. And so I talked to the guy who did it for me. Did the upper control arms, the U-joints, and the transfer case fluid. And we had the shake. It comes out. Apparently didn't put the pins in the U-joints, the retaining clips. Because I guess on other ones, they don't have the retaining clips. Puts the retaining clips in. I had the other shop flip the bolts. Should be good, right? Not good. Still shaking, 30 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. There's a shake. So now I'm like, okay, maybe it's the bent drive shaft. The other thing I'm also wondering is, when the mechanic took the fluid out of the transfer case, the fluid was blue. GM has 2 different transfer cases. Mine should have red fluid, not blue. But when I had the blue fluid in, it ran fine.
Right.
The red fluid goes in, I got a shake. So now we're like, okay, is it the upper control arms? Is it the drive shaft U-joints? Or is it the transfer case? So the guy who did the work is now coming back to try and sort this out. And he's bringing a drive shaft with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Swap it out in your driveway?
Yeah, pretty much. He's a mobile mechanic. He comes and does everything at my house. And he's like, I am going to figure this out. So he's a good dude. Like,
yeah.
I think he also forgot to grease one of the U-joints. Mm-hmm. So, but good dude. I'm not going to say who he is because I don't want to like put that kind of energy out there for him. He's a good dude. He always makes things right. So it's not that kind of story. But this Yukon, it's like, man, like, so before I did the upper control arms, the U-joints and the transfer case fluid, I could go down the road and not have a shake, right? The only problem I had, and this is why we did it, is because I would go down 70 miles an hour on the highway. When I let off the accelerator, I would hear a drum noise. It'd be okay, we're thinking U-joints. Mm-hmm. They're old. They're 21 years old. Probably blown out, right? We saw the upper control arms. We figured we'd do that too. But at this point, we had done wheel hubs, brakes, wheels and tires were different because the old tires were 8 years old. We were like, maybe it's the tires, or maybe the wheels are out around. They're the old 17-inch original GMs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so we changed all of that. We checked the diff fluid's fine. Replaced the diff fluid. Replaced the front diff fluid. Replaced the front pinion seal. Replaced a front axle that had the boot ripped off. Front wheel hubs were done. The only thing we haven't done that's rotational is the rear axle. For whatever, because they don't use hubs, they use like axle things. It's a solid rear axle. Mm-hmm. What else haven't we done? We haven't replaced the differential. The transmission is brand new. Mm-hmm. It was rebuilt. So is it the front differential? I don't know. The front pinion seal was broken. We replaced that. But even the GM guys I've talked to, they're like, even if you had a front pinion leak, there's enough fluid in there that it wouldn't cause problems. He goes, you could let that thing leak for a year or two before. He goes, every time you change your oil, just make sure there's enough fluid in it. Mm-hmm. So we don't think it's the front pinion seal or the front differential. We don't think it's any of that. Like the only thing left, and the other thing it could be we got bad U joints. So when we replaced all 4 of them, we got Moog U joints.
Yeah,
I mean Moog's a decent brand.
Yeah, but they used to have like you always, whenever you built the model, like the Jeep or Ford Bronco would have like a little decal for.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It could be the part. I mean, all 4 of the parts maybe not. Maybe they're one. They may not be the right part, but 2. I mean, maybe they're just. I've heard stories. Moog can either make really good parts, or they can make really bad parts, and that's the one with almost anything.
Yeah.
So maybe we just got to go with OE U joints. I don't know. But we're gonna try the drive shaft as the next replacement because the assumption is the parts were fine.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gets rid of my shake. Now, if that gets rid of my shake and it also gets rid of my drum noise at 70, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I have no faith that's going to happen, though.
Well, if past behavior of this vehicle is indicative of future behavior.
Well, here's the thing. If I just go back to having that drum noise at 70 miles per hour and coasting, fine.
Yeah.
I'm just going to let it be. Because I had the GM mechanic put it on a fucking dyno machine. Ran it at 70. And used a mechanic stethoscope to try and find the noise. And he put it on the rear diff, he put it on the transfer case, and he put it on the front. And he did not hear the noise there. Mm-hmm. Those are the major components.
Yeah.
So he's like, he even said, he goes, I don't think it's a safety issue. He goes, I think you have something resonating. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I don't know what's resonating. And so he's just like, I don't think it's anything safety related. At that point, I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe I'll just let this go. But of course not, because I'm trying to apparently I'm trying to make it like new because I want a 21-year-old car to be new. Yeah. But and even at this point, it's not even like I can go trade it in on a car because they're going to give me $1,000 for it.
Oh yeah.
And it's worth more than $1,000 to me.
Yes.
It's just as far as utility goes, around town utility.
Sure.
So that's where we're at with the good old Yukon. Mechanic comes tomorrow, although when this gets put out, it'll have been recording on a Sunday. He's coming tomorrow, which is a Monday, which will probably be about 2 weeks or a full week after I have it done. Mm-hmm. So, yay.
Well, it's funny because like a friend of mine is selling his. Mm-hmm. It's a 05 or 06 Yukon Denali.
Ooh.
$2,500.
Really?
And I was like,
Any rust?
I don't think so.
Because the rockers generally will get rust. If there's no rust on it, I know this. Look, people are like, you shouldn't say this with the problems you just had with this thing. To me, that's a steal and a half, especially if the interior is in good shape.
Yeah.
Because a motor and a transmission in that thing, even let's say they both get shot in the first year or two, and you bought it. Let's say you got them down to $2,000. An engine and a trans on that thing, maybe $5,000.
Yeah.
Installed $5,000, and rebuilt better than before. Mm-hmm. Like the 6.0 and the transmission. So then you're into it for $7,000. Mm-hmm. with a fully functional 3-row SUV.
Yeah.
Now, I would say get the XL because that was my one regret not getting
Yeah.
the XL, but it's still cheap transportation, especially if you know the guy and he's honest with you as to why he's getting rid of it.
I know. I've known the guy for 20 years. So,
Did he say why he's getting? Is it just an extra car? He don't want it around?
yeah, it's old. It's extra. He has a work car, so he doesn't need it.
It's just one of those things, especially if you don't need the 3rd row. I get it. It's just sitting on your lawn at that point.
Yeah.
It does not get good gas mileage.
No.
Like I probably, because I only drive it around town, I get about 12. And I'm probably being generous. But if you have a need for a 3rd row SUV and you really don't give a shit about gas mileage, it's and if it's rust free, it's very hard to beat that as far as used value at this point. Because the parts are extremely expensive. Now, I don't do a lot of my own repairs on some stuff. So I also pay labor.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to pay labor, I'd be into this thing for barely anything.
Yeah.
But there's also been some repairs there's no shot I would have been able to do.
See, the problem is I don't need it at all because I have
You got the van.
my car. Yeah, we have the van, the car, and then whenever we go to get it, my father-in-law's old car. So I'm gonna have 4 cars.
They're just accumulating them.
I have a used car lot. So, but yeah, I don't need as much as I want it because it's cool.
Right.
But I don't have it. If it was a GMC Sierra 1500 Denali, it'd be in the driveway now. Because that I could justify having. Because, this is the truck.
Right. It's work. It's for work.
Yeah. It's for doing stuff around the house. Look at all these home improvements I've been neglecting because I don't have a truck to transport the goods.
I can't bring lumber home.
Right. How am I going to do that in a Sienna?
Right.
It was funny, though. When we got the Sienna, I aerated the lawn. So I pulled up, and I think I aerated the lawn when I rented a machine, and it was next door and across the street. We went in on it together.
Yep.
So essentially, when I was done with it, Rob grabbed it, and Ty got. So it was like we all used this thing. And when I went to Home Depot to rent it, I go up there, and the guy's like, I pull up in the Sienna, which I think I aerated the lawn in September, and we had just bought the Sienna in August. So the guy's like, "Don't you got a truck?" "Oh yeah, but I decided to bring the brand new $45,000 minivan."
Right.
Idiot. "Don't you got a?" Yeah, silly me.
Good old Home Depot help. That's what that is.
But that thing was like, that aerator the machine was big, and it had this rotating drum, right? It's self-propelled, but you can't turn. Like, once you're going in a line, that's where you're going.
Right.
You're not really turning this thing because the inside of the drum in the turn spins the same speed as the outside, so it doesn't really turn.
Right.
So as I'm bringing this, and then it has 200-pound iron weights that you slide into it. These things are big, heavy weights. So I get all that in the minivan, and it's funny that the dude helps me lift it in there. It's like, "Don't you got a truck?" What a dope. So
Yeah, bring it in later.
yeah. I just decided to ruin the interior of this car with this aerator. But
I can't have this nice of a car. I need to fuck it up.
yeah. The kids are too little to fuck it up completely yet.
That's right.
They since have.
Well played, boys. Well played.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, if it was a truck, I definitely would have jumped on it. I should text him because I know some people down the street, their son just got his license, so it might be a good vehicle for them.
There's nothing safer. That's for damn sure.
No.
And like I said, if you have, things are cheap on it because you can get a lot of parts used.
Sure.
Like I literally got 4 used wheels and tires. Now the tires they're 3 years old, but they're only 3. I mean, they're in great shape. Yeah. They were takeoffs from something else. Mm-hmm. The wheels I got from a mechanic who was looking to offload them. I paid $400 for the rims and $250 for the tires. Mm-hmm. So that's $650. I paid another $150 to put them on.
Yeah.
So that puts me at about $800. $800 for brand new rims and tires. Now you go online and you go on Facebook Marketplace looking for takeoffs from people that actually sell this shit. They're looking for like 15 grand or 1,500
Yeah.
for 4 used tires and wheels.
Yep.
$1,500. I'm like, yeah, I can just buy brand new one. Like I can buy knockoffs for that.
Sure.
Like brand new. Why would I buy that shit from you?
Yeah.
So, and I even tried bargaining with someone. They had one listed for like $1,250. I was like, hey, I'll give you about 800. And they were like, well, what about 11? Like, no, I'll go up to 9.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that. Well, I ain't buying it from you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say those are probably very economical first vehicles for someone. There's a lot of them, though. I mean, we've talked about all the reliable platforms, like the Crown Vic, the Town Car,
Any Panther platform.
any older F-150 that isn't the 3-valve V8.
Yeah. Don't get Car Wizard talking about the.
Don't get an early North Star.
Yeah.
From GM. Get the 3,800 or the 3,600. Those are the cars you can get for like under $5,000.
Yeah.
And that's a great first car because the drivetrain is not going to break on you. The interior is going to be fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
But like dog shit and like it's going to look like crap. It's going to be plasticky and whatever. But it's not gonna, the cloth's not going to be ripped. The leather's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I will say this though, you can get probably like a 2009 Lexus LS 460 with about 130,000 miles. $6,000 to $7,000 if you want to go a little bit more expensive.
Yep.
And then you're riding in luxury.
They still look nice too.
I think that thing
They've
looks
aged great.
Even the interior looks nice.
In fact, I think they look nicer than the new ones.
Much better than the fucking big mouth fucking grill.
I sound like such an old guy. I pretty much hate all new cars.
It's rough, dude.
So I was talking to a mom from my oldest baseball team, and she was talking about her car. She has an Acura, and I said that thing will last you forever. It's a it could. I might be a little bit too generous, but
Which one did you have though?
MDX.
What do you know what year though?
It's new because the payment's high on it.
Oh,
newer. Okay. But yeah, we were talking about cars, and I want this, and she starts rattling off like BMW, like they're pieces of shit. I like the Audis too, also pieces of shit, and just going through. And when I see the amount of money that people spend on these new cars, especially these luxury brands, like the BMW will leak from everywhere. I said, get a BMW, lease it, don't buy it. I said, and my sister-in-law has a Kia. I said, you lease this thing, right? She goes, yep. I said, yeah, don't buy this thing.
You've seen Benzes and bow ties, right?
I love that dude.
Okay. So I believe his actual name is Doug Horner.
Yeah.
Even he says, never buy a new luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
Lease them because the depreciation on them is so huge in the first few years. Because even if you plan on buying it, or even if you want to buy it, he's like, lease it for the first 3 years and then buy it out at the end if it's a good situation for you. The problem with a lease on a Mercedes-Benz is that it's like $900 a month and you got to put like $5,000 down. It's like, that's a hard value proposition.
Yeah.
Like you really got to want a Mercedes at that. Because for that kind of dollar amount, you can buy a brand new Ford Explorer at $50,000 over 72 months. You can buy it for that $700, $800 payment.
Some of these deals that people come in for, and they're upside down by like 30, 40 grand, and they're trying to flip that into a new, like, there's another dude I follow, George Saliba.
Okay.
He's got a dealership up in New Jersey, and he specializes. So he's a new Mitsubishi dealer.
Does he sell any cars?
Well, apparently it's really easy to become a Mitsubishi dealer.
Okay.
So, but his primary business is selling like M3s, used M3s, used Porsche, stuff that you'd find on like Forza or Gran Turismo, like stuff like that. And these like douchey New Jersey guys come in to buy these cars, and they have some ridiculous, like, the stuff they're trading in on it. and then trying to flip into, and he'll tell these guys, like, he'll have young guys come in. He's like, if you're trying to build your credit, buy the new Mitsubishi and drive it, like, pay it off, and because it doesn't cost $80,000, you will be able to pay it off. Mm-hmm. Your credit's going to be great afterwards. And then in 3-4 years, come back and buy this M3. Nah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. No, I want to, I'm Tony Bag of Donuts. I need to look good. So
driving to the parking lot.
Yeah. But it's the stuff that, and it's funny because 20, 25 years ago, I would have been the idiot going in there to buy the stupid M3 or whatever that was just all beat to hell. But yeah, the money that these cars are going for is insane. And the money that people will spend on them. And I know, who's the dude, that finance guy that says to pay off all your credit card?
Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
I can't stand that dude. It's the worst financial advice on the internet.
But he did say one good thing. Don't spend money you don't have to impress people you don't know.
Right.
And that's like, if you did that throughout your whole life, you'd be set. And I think everyone goes through a stage in their life where out of college, you get your first real job, you got some jingle in your pocket, like, oh, let's go buy this, or I'm tired of this car, I'm going to flip. Oh, we'll take care of your old car, like not realizing that you're just flipping that negative equity right into your next.
Yeah. Well, and the other, so the Dave Ramsey part that I find horrible is that when interest rates on homes were like 3%, 3.5%, he was telling people to pay off their mortgages. When general finance rule is if you can borrow at less than the rate or close to the rate of inflation, you don't pay that debt off.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, for like student loans and stuff, I tell people that if anyone asks, I'm like, student loan rates are really low comparative to other loan rates. If you can refinance your student loan into 3.5% or under percent, refinance it into the longest loan payment you can, and just know you're going to have that payment, but it's going to be low.
Yeah.
Because some of these people are trying to pay it off as quick as they can at 3%. Like, no. Save your cash.
Yeah.
Your cash appreciates faster than the interest you're paying on that loan.
Sure.
But the same thing was with the houses. Back when housing was like, you could get a 2.75% mortgage. Mm-hmm. He's telling people to pay off their mortgage. And I'm like, whoa, that's the dumbest fucking advice you can give anybody.
Yeah.
Do not do that. You lose the tax benefits if you're not paying the interest on the mortgage. Now, yes, there is interest, but let's say you were going to pay an extra $1,000 a month to your mortgage. If you keep that $1,000, your money, your cash grows in value more at a greater rate than the interest rate that you're paying. Mm-hmm. That's why you don't pay it off. Yeah. So when he was giving that advice to people, I thought I was shocked that he was giving that advice. Like, I remember I had a car loan at one point, and it was like 2.8%. Mm-hmm. Why would I pay that car off before my term limit? Because inflation was probably closer to 3-4%. My cash in hand was worth more.
Yeah.
Than me putting it against my car loan. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we talk about being car payment free, and it's great. It feels wonderful.
Yeah.
But financially, it's not the greatest decision if you're good with your money.
Yeah.
Now, if you're one of those people that you're putting money on credit cards and you don't pay it off, don't do that shit. Like, that revolving lines of credit are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
You don't need to be paying 20% on a credit card. Mm-hmm. That's where you should say.
And a lot of people have, say you got a mafia rate on a car and it's 20%. Mm-hmm. At least there's a car sitting in your driveway.
Yeah, but you're just never going to pay that off, though.
A lot of people's credit cards, like, they'll have maxed out credit cards. Like, okay, what object can you point to that you bought with that credit card? And it's like, I went on vacation, I bought gas, and it's like, well, you got nothing to show for it. You're still.
When a lot of times people with bad credit, they're paying 25 to 30% interest. You're never going to pay that off.
Yeah.
Never. And they don't tell you that. Mm-hmm. And like, So a lot of those credit card consolidation companies, that's what they do. They buy up all your debt. Mm-hmm. So they cut a check to your 4 or 5 credit cards. Now they hold the loan.
Yeah.
And it's a loan. And it's like a 25 to 30% loan.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially what they do is they make it so you can never pay that off.
Yeah.
But I get it. There's someone told me, like, yeah, but people in that situation, they can't get regular lines of credit. Like, I get that, but they're probably just better off letting the credit cards that they racked up just go into default. Take the hit on your credit score. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to take the hit on your credit score eventually anyway, but you can't pay back that 25 to 30% loan.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, take the hit, and 7 years later, it's gone.
Well, for credit card stuff, I mean, it's only like 3.
Yeah.
The only stuff that's 7 is foreclosures.
Bankruptcy or...
it depends on the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and obviously this is not financial advice. Please talk to a financial advisor, blah, 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 blah. all that fun stuff. But yeah, like, I think a short sale's 5 years, foreclosure 7. Mm-hmm. But like a car loan, and I'm not trying to tell people to default on their car loans, but you can default on a car loan. And it might not be the situation now, but back like 4 years ago, you could have like a shit 400 credit score and still get approved. Mm-hmm. You might have to get a cosigner or put some money down, but you're still getting approved. Now it's a little bit harder because banks are trying to pull off the auto market. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't even know how we got to this point, but talking about financial advice, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Which is not financial advice. Please talk to a financial advisor. We are not professionals. Disclaimer. Don't listen to what the fuck we told you. But yeah,
if you're coming here for financial advice.
Yeah, this is not. I don't know. One, I don't know how you found us if you type in financial advice into the search engine.
And this popped up?
Yeah, because I won't even put that down as like the fucking hashtags. I ain't doing that shit at all. Hashtag comedy show.
Yeah.
Not hashtag financial advice. Although I think if we say financial advice 17 times,
it's gonna
pick it up on its own.
Yeah. Skynet's gonna put it out there.
Skynet's coming, dude.
Yeah. I just watched Terminator 2 the other day. And the kids had never seen it. And they were...
Why would you do that to them?
Well, they were in the room. So I was at a buddy's house. And like his kids and my kids, they were all like in and out. And the boys are like, what's this? And we're like, only the greatest movie ever made.
At least when we were kids, though, it wasn't close to reality.
Yeah.
This is
it's going
close now.
It's going to become a documentary. So, but it's funny though. Watch because it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Now I remember when it came out. I think it came out like what was it, 91, 92, somewhere in that neighborhood. Mm. And the special effects, oh, this is amazing. And then you look at it now, you're like, these special effects are cheesy.
Oh, it looks awful.
Yeah. So, but when I saw it, it was a summer blockbuster. So, I went with a friend of mine. We went to see the movie, and then of course it's summertime, and in DC we have the evening and nighttime thunderstorms that roll back, and every flash of lightning I was convinced was Skynet nuking us.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to say we're there, but I think the capability is there.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of someone turning it on. Mm-hmm. Well, I shouldn't. They probably already have. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if we don't know it's on, it's probably on.
Yeah.
You know? It's just.
But I use it for goofy stuff. Like, so I shaved my beard, and I wanted to see what I'd look like. Before I did, I wanted to see what I'd look like with a mustache. Mm-hmm. So I use AI to take a selfie and to see what I would look like with a mustache. So that's what I type in, like, what would I look like with a mustache? And it sends me a picture of me, the same picture I just sent it, with a beard. I said, no, a mustache. And it got it right. So I don't think we're, like, it's targeting nuclear weapons yet, if it can't get that right.
No, but you understand, we're using, like, when you and I go online and we use, like, a Chat GPT or Grok or whatever we're using, let's say that's version 2.0 or 4.0.
Yeah.
Version 8.0 exists.
Right.
It's already there. Someone more important than us is using it.
Right.
Like, we're getting the one that can't get a mustache right. They're using the one that's setting nuclear codes and able to, like, basically take over us. Like, I think I read something, and look, again, this is not a factual podcast, so I could be so wrong on this. I think they said they gotta Neuralink put something in the base of a dude's brain where he has no body. Like, not nobody, no body. He's just a head. And he is alive. I don't understand how that works, man. There's no oxygen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe if it's going up through the neck, but if it's just I don't know, are the things just dangling at the bottom? I didn't want to look at the picture because it's gonna, I scare you.
There'd have to be some, because it's still biologic tissue. It has to run like it.
You know, I gotta look it up now. I don't want to look at the picture. I might just hand it to you.
Can you how does it talk without air coming through the vocal cords?
Well, if Neuralink is doing it, it moves everything.
Yeah, but your vocal cords work by vibrating in an air current. So there'd have to be something forcing air up in there.
My search term, Neuralink head. Oh no. Okay, thank God. Okay, it just came up the CEO. I thought that was like the guy who was the head, just the head thing, not like the head of the company. You know, I'm not even gonna look. I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know that there's just a breathing head somewhere. I'm not ready for that.
But it would have to be operating somehow. And then is it like the head's personality, or is it Neuralink's personality?
These are great questions. I don't know. I don't want to know. If we're that far along, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I don't understand what is some people's obsession with living forever.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot about Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
Like on Rogan and some of these podcasts. Like,
does he want to live forever?
Yeah, about how and then someone said he looks like a lizard. I don't know.
A lot of those rich people do. I don't know, dude. I'm not like itching for death, but I like life.
Yeah.
But when my time comes, my time comes.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's the thing. Like, if they gave you the option right now,
yeah,
and said, "Hey, we can upload your consciousness into a computer, and you will have eternal life."
I'm laughing because that's a TV show.
Yeah.
Called Upload.
Would you opt in or opt out?
I wouldn't be living. It would just be like brain, right?
Yeah, just like but you'd be like, we could put you into like an iPhone and
right.
Like just prop you up like that for Thanksgiving. You couldn't eat any of the food because you're just an image on an iPhone.
Oh, so you're still interacting with like live people?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
Why else would you like?
Like, I wouldn't mind going into like some like metaverse or something, and I only exist in that metaverse. But no one from the outside could talk to me. I can only talk to other people in the metaverse. So I'm not alive.
What if you're surrounded by assholes?
I mean, I'm currently surrounded by... It would be no different than my actual life.
Yeah. I'm an asshole, sir. I'm an asshole.
Surrounded by assholes. It's one of my favorite lines in all movies.
Which, by the way, they're making another one.
Well. So, you want to know a movie I still haven't watched? It's on the subject of sequels. I still have not watched Happy Gilmore 2.
Me either.
I'm afraid to watch it.
I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 1 in its entirety.
Really?
I am not a big early Adam Sandler fan.
I like that one.
Waterboy.
I didn't like other ones. Ooh, Waterboy was really good, though.
Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison was the worst.
Billy Madison.
I didn't like that one.
Big Daddy. He kind of plays himself.
Yeah.
He does such a... Like, his SNL stuff, like... Mm-hmm. The Thanksgiving song, the Hanukkah song. Like, I don't find it, it's not that funny.
Right.
Because he just kind of does the same things. Now, some of his other, like, more serious stuff, like, I think it bombed, was the movie where it was a Judd Apatow movie with him.
Seth Rogen.
He
had cancer.
Yeah, he was a comedian. Like, I actually liked that movie.
Yeah. He comes off as a dick, though.
But that was what he was supposed to be.
Right. But then you're like, is that him in real life?
Yeah, I liked the movie with the remote where he could pause his
Click.
life. Yeah.
Yep.
Now he did kind of do that reunion flick. What was it? Grown Ups.
Grown Ups, yeah.
I like Grown Ups. That was funny. Grown Ups 2 was kind of stupid.
We did Punch Drunk Love, I think, was him too, and that was decent. And I liked him in Uncut Gems. Like when he did he did a couple of Netflix movies that were more serious.
Yeah,
those are really good.
Yeah, and then he did one with Jennifer Aniston where she pretends to be his. That was a rom-com. It was cute.
Not
but it was
bad.
funny.
And 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore.
Yep.
Also not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his later stuff I liked. The dude's he just wears like he's always looks unkept and unshaven, and he's always wearing like oversized basketball shorts. Yeah, he was in another movie, the basketball movie.
That was Uncut Gems, wasn't it? Or was that no? Oh god, I confused it with Uncut Gems because that was one of the Netflix. It was like those were the two Netflix movies. Yeah, it was him, the basketball dude, and then him, the jeweler.
Yeah, I forget the basketball dude, but that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was good. There's another comedian that does serious movies really well that you wouldn't think, and it's Steve Carell.
Yes,
he did a movie called Dan in Real Life.
Mm-hmm.
Really good movie. He also did the one. Shit, man, I can't even remember half of the one, but he's done quite a few. I think there was a movie called The Way Way Back. He did that one. Not the Ben Affleck one, the other one that he was in. And there were a couple others, but he does a really good job as a serious actor. And he does good in the comedy ones too, but the serious ones he does a really good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to think of the original purpose of this episode.
I don't think it had one.
Oh wait, I know. We were getting a weight loss.
Yeah.
So we went from Yukon Kids. Then we started talking about other cars, movies, and we have to give a weight loss update. Yeah. We still got time. We got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not that we're on like a hard dedeline, but
we're up against a break.
I know, right?
From all of our brought to you by Pfizer.
Hey, Pfizer, if you're listening, all of our big pharma criticism will go away.
Yeah.
With a small check. I will
a small to you check.
A small to very small to you. For us, it probably. Well, I mean, depends on what we want to settle for. Someone asked if we had an agent.
Agent.
I kind of giggled. I was like, I wouldn't even know who to call.
Yeah, how do you get one of those?
I don't know.
Now, one of my wife's friends from high school is a sports agent.
Oh,
so I could probably call him. I'd be like, hey, I need an agent.
You're gonna be like, why? We'd be like, I don't know.
It doesn't have to be very good.
Yeah, someone asked if we had one. That's why that's why we're trying to get one. I will say it probably would help with like bookings and stuff. But like I still don't understand the purpose, other than like maybe if they get like sponsorships for us. I don't know. I still think we have 10 listeners. So yeah, who knows? Okay, so weight loss for all the people that would like to know. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go ahead.
All right. So broke the 290. I think that was where we left off last time. Mm-hmm. My lowest is 281. So I was at 281.1. So I just said 281. I am fluctuating up and down though. I think the last weigh-in was like 283. Mm-hmm. So I'm still there. I haven't gone back up. I broke through 290. I never went back above. Okay. So that was good. I stayed. I've been steadily moving down, like up and down, up and down, up and down. But once I broke 290, I've been in the 280 since.
Yeah.
So now I'm like approaching the 270s, which is great. I have no complaints. I still do get a little nauseous with the shots. Mm-hmm. And for those that don't remember, I do take zertepetide.
Tirzepatide?
Tirzepatide? Zepbound.
Yeah.
Name brand is Zepbound. Whatever the fuck that one is. Mounjaro, Zepbound, that one.
Yeah.
Take it once a week. I'm on the second lowest dose, which is 5 milligrams per half a milliliter. I haven't been bumped up because we haven't really seen the need for it yet. Mm-hmm. So there's that. I am actually going in for some other tests though. been having some dizziness, disorientation, anxiety issues, other stuff like that. So, going to the ENT just to make sure it's not a vestibular system type deal. Getting some vein work done. Apparently my both inner thigh veins were pretty shot. So blood flow returned back to the heart and brain probably weren't the best. So actually we're recording this on Sunday the 21st. I go the 23rd, Tuesday the 23rd for the left leg. I go the 30th for the right leg. Mm-hmm. And then I go back a week later for the follow-up.
Okay.
For both, so they can check them out, make sure I'm not whatever. I thought there were supposed to be some other appointments in there. I thought they were supposed to like do the main thing on the left leg. And maybe when I go back to do the right leg, they're going to clean up the left leg. I guess there's a little bit of cleanup that needs to be done. And maybe then for the follow-up, they do a cleanup on the right leg. Mm-hmm. So that's 3 weeks in a row. Then I go back for the month follow-up.
Yeah.
You had told me it's pretty painless. The only thing is like so Tuesday is like softball practice night. So I coach softball. Am I going to be able to move around, or is it going to be sore and painful?
So I went to so my appointment, because mine were like, it wasn't like one spot, it was like all over my calves, and
yeah.
So I had to go, I think I went in 4 or 5 times for the actual procedures, and after one of them I went in, I was coaching T-ball, and I went with the bandage and all that around my leg and the goofy compression sock, which I started wearing them all the time now. Like I wear them under dress shoes and other shoes like that. It's they give a lot of support. I like them. Mm-hmm. They come up real high.
I gotta wear these are like thigh.
Yeah,
going up to the thighs.
Yeah. So and you can buy them on Amazon. Like you can buy them in packs of 12. Like I wear them as regular socks. So when I played hockey, I always skated in them.
So is it going to be, like, here I guess, is it going to be sore?
No. Okay. I didn't really have any, they don't even give you any pain meds.
Right.
So,
but they do, it's like local anesthetic.
Yeah.
So they shoot you up with some local, but I got to imagine like the incision, there's going to be some kind of soreness there or something. But
I mean, like any other incision.
Right. I'll take some Advil, be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Or just suck it up.
Yeah. I will take Advil.
Yeah.
I am not great.
You don't suck it up.
No. Right. I was good with pain in my younger years. So now it's give me what you got.
Yeah.
Give me all the drugs.
Right.
So because the funny thing, my wife's like, "Are you gonna be able to coach softball that night?" I was like, "I think so. Mike told me I could."
Yeah.
Dr.
Mike.
Hey, look, it's only one of the reasons why we have doctor in front of our Twitter name, right? And MD after it. It's because Mike's half a doctor.
Yeah.
What's the funny thing is she's like, my wife's also like asking me all this medical advice. Like if she like something happens, she's like, "Well, can I do this with this?" I'm like, "You realize you got more degrees than I do, and I don't have an MD. Right. I got a 4-year degree.
Yeah."
Not in any kind of science, although technically it is a Bachelor of Science, but it's not sciencey.
Right.
It's a Bachelor of Science of Finance.
Right.
Why that's a Bachelor of Science, I don't know. That's what they gave.
You're a scientist.
I apparently am. But you know what? I feel like I should have some letters after my name, but because I don't, I'm just a schlub with a degree.
You're right.
Yeah. So
I mean, I have a Bachelor of Science as well. So we're both scientists.
We are. And you know what? That's why we're Dr. Driveway Beers Podcast, MD, DDS, DOD,
right?
DFAS, whatever. We have a lot of D's after our name.
Sure, but so me, I am down 92 pounds.
You're closing in on 100.
Yeah, and every time I get around a round number weight loss wise, or a round number on the scale. So started at 447. I'm now 354.8. So as I get closer to 350, which is a milestone for me, I'm gonna stall. I know it. I'm gonna hit a plateau. But the thing is, I stopped weighing myself every day. Wednesday was my day. Then I shifted to Tuesday. And then I shifted it to Friday. And the reason I use Friday, so I'm not an angel over the weekends, right? Because we're just busy in and out. My daily routine is not what it normally is. It's not like I, do all my normal things and, take my little lunch to work and that's all I eat. Like, no, I'm going to eat this. Oh, we're here at this restaurant. I'll I don't order my own mozzarella sticks, but if the kids get them, I might eat one. You know,
That's all you can really eat though right now, right? Are
so
back? I mean, are you unrestricted now?
So pretty much my restrictions are portion sizes. Mm-hmm. And if I go over, it tells me. Mm-hmm. So today I made the kids spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. I didn't feel like making something special for myself, so I just had spaghetti and meatballs. I normally would have eaten 3 or 4 bowls of spaghetti and meatballs. Mm-hmm. I barely finished one, and I gave myself the smallest serving of it.
Yeah.
So, and then before I came here, I was a little bit later than I was aiming for because I had to sit at home and like let this thing settle.
Yeah.
So if I eat too much, so on Saturday or Friday night, I drank a single IPA. Normally, on a Friday night, I would drink 6 IPAs and a bunch of Miller Lights and a bunch of other one. I drank, and that was it, because the carbonation gets in your stomach and the bubbles continue to pop. So and it took me.
You probably felt like shit.
Well, if I had drank it fast, I would have, but it took me over an hour to drink this thing. Like my beer koozie, I need it now because I have the Yeti one that keeps it nice and cold. Because before I'm like, you want a koozie? Don't need a koozie if you drink them fast enough.
Right.
Now I need the koozie because if I don't, halfway through the beer, it's warm. So
I'm actually surprised. All right, so because it takes you so long to drink a beer, I'm surprised you don't drink half, pour the half out, open another one because it's cold.
So I've done it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, this is gross.
Yeah.
And then I drink another one, or I just say, I'm just gonna drink water.
Yeah.
So, but the reason I got into all this is because the reason I changed my weigh-in day to Friday is it puts the weekend of misbehavior as far as it can be in the rearview mirror.
Right.
So, I'm not going to make it Monday morning. Like, what a great way to start a freaking Monday. So,
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm real. Whatever weight loss journey you're on, fitness journey, whatever you want to call it, do it and commit to it because it seriously is life changing. Whether you go with the GLP-1 or whatever drug you're doing, or whether you're doing it the old fashioned way, or whether you go, and I tried all of it before I eventually went to surgical intervention. But I can tell you that it's commit to it and it's life changing and it's worth it. So, because like I'm almost 100 pounds lighter than I was in May. So, and the thing is, have you had to buy new clothes? Some, but mainly I had a bunch of clothes that I grew out of.
Yeah.
I got too fat for.
Yep.
So I was 4X, probably 5X. And now I'm in solid 3X. I have all these t-shirts from different events and teams I coached that the shirt didn't fit, that I just took it because it was free and I threw it in my drawer. Now I wear all that stuff.
Right.
So,
well, plus, I mean, how many, I know the answer is going to be different depending on which guy I ask this to. How many pairs of shorts and like polo shirts do you really have?
Oh,
really?
I have a ton of it.
Really?
Well, not shorts. Gym shorts, yes. But like khaki shorts?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I have one pair of khaki shorts, which if I put them on now, I'd look ridiculous in. But polo shirts, I probably have. So my mother-in-law would often buy me, because my wife would tell her, like, she'd ask my wife, like, what does Mike need? And I don't buy a lot of clothes for myself. So my mother-in-law would buy me, for my birthday or Christmas, a button-down or a polo. So I have a bunch of them. And some of those she had gotten were like 3X that didn't fit. Now they fit. So now I've got like probably 20 polo shirts.
I'm the opposite, dude. Like, I have 2 pairs of khaki shorts. I have probably 2 pairs of. I've switched from the khakis to like these like kind of active shorts, but they're not like basketball shorts. So like, I don't even know what material.
They look like khaki shorts, but they're like stretchy.
More or less, yeah. Okay, so I've got about 3 of those that replace the khaki shorts. I have 3 polos. And you want to know what I do? I literally just rotate. Yeah. So it's 3 different color polos and it's 3 different color shorts. Mm-hmm. And I just switch up which one I wear.
Yeah.
And that's 6 days worth of clothes.
Yeah. Now,
I don't wash them for like a month.
Yeah.
I just keep rotating those fucking 6.
Now, mind you, I don't buy clothes for myself, and also I don't really get rid of a lot of stuff. So because I haven't gotten rid of things, I have a bunch of them.
I'm in that same boat right now.
So that's where I'm in this thing. Like, so my mother-in-law had bought me it's really nice. It's a thin Under Armour long sleeve quarter zip. It's like a t-shirt, but it's like a quarter zip. Mm-hmm. And I wore it. Like, I think we were going to the pool one day when it was back early September when it got really chilly. When we took the kids to the pool, I'm like, hey, go swim around in the freezing water. Mm-hmm. I put that on because what I've also noticed is since I've lost weight, I get colder easier.
I do get colder.
And I talked to the doctor because I had my 3-month follow-up a couple weeks ago. And I mentioned that. He goes, oh, yeah, that's normal. He goes, number one, adipose tissue, fat, requires energy to exist. It's living tissue, so it's metabolizing, so it's creating warmth. And also, it has an insulated property as well. So those two things, the heat doesn't bother me as much anymore. I don't sweat like I used to.
I still do. I can't. I sweat regardless. It could be cloudy. Like today, it was cloudy, 72 degrees. I was sweating.
Yeah. No, I was sweating when I called my 7-year-old's baseball game today. And they don't use real umpires. They just use like a dad. And since I am an umpire and a dad, like they're like, hey, you mind doing it? I really didn't want to do it. But I wasn't going to say no. Like I'm friends with both coaches. Like, so I did it. And like the brim of my hat was sweaty, but I wasn't like soaking wet.
Yeah, I get the sweat drips off the brim of the hat.
That's how I am in the summer.
No, I'm like that anytime. I don't know why.
It's like the hat's wet. You're just like it's like you went in the pool with.
Like I feel bad because like I'm teaching this kid how to hit, and the sweat is just dripping off my brim at like 60-degree weather. I'm like, sorry, I just drip sweat on your hands. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. So it was funny though. My 7-year-old, he's a pretty good little baseball player. And the kid who was pitching, though, was good, too. So it's this kid-coach hybrid thing. It's when the kids get to 4 balls, the coach steps in.
We have the same thing.
And then they get 3 swings.
Yep.
Well, I forgot. So one kid wasn't swinging at the coach's pitches, and they were strikes. So I'm freaking ringing him up. And the coach is like, and this guy played college baseball. He's like, no, he gets 3 swings. I said,
we do it differently.
Okay.
So with us, the count carries over to the coach. So let's say it's like once you get to 4 balls, let's say the kid, the pitcher had 2 strikes on you. When the coach gets up to pitch, you still have 2 strikes.
Okay.
And so the coach still gets 3 throws, but if you swing and miss, that's the 3rd strike.
So if you go in 3-2 and you swing and miss that first one,
you're out.
You're done.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a little different, and that's how I thought it was when my middle son played. They call it juniors, which it's the worst level of baseball there is. But my son goes up, his first at bat. Kid throws a ball in. Is pitching to him, and he strikes out looking. And I freaking I rung him up, and he glares at me as he walks out, and I go, "Swing the bat, then." Right? And I hear a mom on the side goes, "It's okay, that's his kid." The other kids, I'm like, "Hey, dude, move here, move there." So the next at bat, he comes in, and strike one. So we're at Belvedere 3. So there's the backyards are right near the school. So you can foul balls off and they land. The older kids put them in that dude's backyard.
Yep.
Well, that's what he was doing. He was fouling them off hard. He's swinging the bat hard. He's just a little late. And because I called him looking on strike one, and he looks back and gives me this little smirk, and then he goes, Oppo, so he's a righty, and he freaking buries one. It hits the fence. I'm like, it bounced and hits the fence.
Yeah, it still counts.
But he's not that fast, but he gets a triple out of it. And he looks at me and is just like smug. I'm like, okay, dude, I got you. But I wasn't sweating when I was doing it. So, and it was cool because I was doing it like using a real umpire stance, like getting low, and my thighs, my quads weren't aching, my knees weren't hurting. It was nice to do it. So
yeah, I've noticed that I've got more stamina as far as walking goes.
Mm-hmm.
Like things don't hurt as much.
Yep.
So total weight loss for me is 69 pounds, man.
Ooh.
That's a good
This
number.
is 67. Oh, 67.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm close to 70. Like once I get to 280, I'll be at 70. And then I think 270. So the weird thing for me is, so I mean, I mentioned I did that body composition scale.
Mm-hmm.
So I was 197 pounds of bones, muscle, and organs. So 20% body fat would put me at 240.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor thinks that's probably as low as we can conceivably go without me going like full bore, like workout all the time.
Yeah.
He actually thinks 250 because that would probably put me, I think, at like 22% body fat.
Mm-hmm.
Which would, so if let's say 250 is the goal. If I get down to 280, that's putting me down at like 30 pounds left. Mm-hmm. So I'll actually be at 66% of the weight, the weight loss goal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be tougher to get from 280 to 250 than it was to get to 280.
Yeah.
But I'm up for it.
Yeah.
I do wonder if I'm going to lose motivation though. At that point,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, you've lost a lot. Like, let's say I get to like 260, 265. At that point, I'm like, oh, you lost a lot of weight, and
Yeah.
maybe it's okay to, let off the gas a bit. I do worry about that.
Well, I think it's important to make it, again, don't treat it as a diet. Mm-hmm. So my kids would say, Dad, are you still on your diet? Like, it's not a diet.
Right.
It's how I eat now.
Right.
And yeah, but you don't eat this. Yeah, I don't. I could. I just choose not to. So I think that's a good headspace to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I could eat a large pizza. Actually, I couldn't eat a large pizza.
I couldn't. I can barely get through 2 slices though.
Yeah, I can do. If I do 2 slices, I'm feeling it.
I hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it does not feel good.
So
I don't want to be there.
Normally what I do, so on Monday pizza night, the wife and I will split a Greek salad with chicken, and then I'll have a slice of pizza just to scratch the itch. And I'm good. I don't need to eat the entire pie. I don't even.
It hurts too much. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to feel that pain.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to be that uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And it's straight up what it is.
Yeah.
It's pain. It's uncomfort. It's like you almost feel like you've eaten so much that there's still food in your fucking throat, and it's like touching, like it's gonna come up, and like not that you feel like you're gonna throw up, but it feels so uncomfortable.
Well, I get this feeling that I need to burp.
Yeah.
But if I burp, food's coming with
I'm
it.
worried food's coming up,
And I'm not doing that.
yeah.
It's like the opposite of sharding.
We gotta think of a name for that.
Yeah, it's hard to combine vomit and burp.
A verp.
A verp. A shart or a verp.
Right. Yeah. A verp. Which sounds just as gross.
Yeah, it's not fun. So, and I just know, like, because I've had success, I know how good it feels. I don't want to go back. And there are people who've defeated this procedure. Mm-hmm. I know a guy who did it, and people do it with alcohol, candy, sodas. I have not drank a regular soda since May 6th. I've had a couple diets here and there, but I haven't had an actual Coca-Cola. When the kids I had Gatorade Zero. They had regular Gatorade. Mm-hmm. And regular Gatorade had sugar in it. And I got them confused, and I took a sip of the regular Gatorade. I was like, oh, God, this is so sweet. I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time I had a soda. I have had a soda, but I think I had like a root beer or a Sprite. I don't do Coke anymore because I won't do caffeine after 3.
Yeah.
It keeps me awake.
I'd love a ginger ale.
I do like a ginger
I
ale.
love ginger, but ginger ale for me
Yeah.
has so much. It's so fizzy
Yeah.
that it's just not gonna end well.
That's the problem. So with me and soda, that's the problem. It's the fizz, right? And if I drink, okay, if it's Coke, which I can't drink, Pepsi can't drink, it's too sweet.
Yeah.
Ginger ale isn't as sweet. Root beer does have the sweetness, but that's probably my one. If I'm going to have one and I know it's going to be sweet, I'll go with a root beer because it doesn't have the caffeine.
Yeah.
But that's really rare. I have gone, and this is going to sound stupid because I know it has caffeine. I'll do an unsweetened iced tea. I tell myself it doesn't have as much caffeine as like a coffee, which I think is a complete lie to myself.
Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure it has the same amount.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, well, it's iced tea, so it's watered down.
Ice it.
I don't know. I have no idea. I tried a brisk iced tea the other day. Oh my God, it was sugary.
Oh.
Like was it Nestle brisk iced tea or whatever? Dude, I used to love those. I used to love them.
Yeah.
Like I could have pounded a bunch of them before. Now it's just like I had one, and I was like, I felt like I don't know what it was. It felt bad.
Yeah.
Like not mentally, physically, I felt bad. Like that's. I feel like with the Zepbound or tirzepatide, I feel like that's been the biggest issue. Is, I physically feel bad if I overeat or eat certain things I shouldn't. And so that's taken some getting used to, figuring out what makes me feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the drug or if it's the fact that the drug puts, it boosts the ghrelin in your hormones to make you recognize you're full.
Yeah.
It also slows your digestion down. So there is that's been another thing, a bit of a backup in that department. Which for me is a novel concept because I used to flow like Niagara.
Right.
In fact, I took drugs to make me not flow like Niagara, which now I'm taking both. So I still take the Lamodal. And so this kind of like doubly backs me up a little bit. So there have been some moments where it has been super uncomfortable. I'm sure that's makes for great podcasting.
That should be the title.
Poop. It's poop again. But yeah, it's definitely been a change to get used to this. More so like, not necessarily the bodily change. The weird thing, I told you this, like, I look in the mirror, I still see the same thing.
Me too. However, I took a before picture.
Yeah.
It's on my wife's phone. It's not on my phone. And I've looked at the before picture, and I'm like, holy shit, was I fat. So the day before I started the pre-op diet, I took the before picture. I want to do a surgery weight because I know he's going to lose weight on pre-op. I wanted me to be as fat and disgusting as possible because I knew that down the road I need like some big motivation. So I was like, God damn, like, I didn't realize I was that because it just becomes your normal. And now it's 100 pounds, almost 100 pounds later. It's very much. It's
visibly different.
Yeah.
There's a visible difference. I think I was saying more or less like when I still look at myself in the mirror, I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
I still see the same thing, but I'm also looking at me every day.
Right.
Right. So I think like for you and for me, we don't see the difference, but other people do, and other people comment like, "Oh shit, you've lost some weight."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I guess I have. Like, it's almost like I got to remind myself that there has been success. Because if I just look at myself in the mirror, I look exactly the same to myself. But there are little hints though. Like for my wedding ring.
Oh,
like there have been times when I almost lost it because it almost fell off.
I switched to the silicone ones.
Yeah.
And now the silicone ones are too big.
I know. I was looking at that.
Yeah.
I saw as I'm sitting across from you. I noticed it. Like it looks incredibly loose.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
it doesn't look like it's going to stay on.
Right. So I bought, I think it was a pack of 5 of them for like $7. It's like different colors. So if I lose it, I don't care. My actual wedding ring I took off. Problem with my actual wedding ring is it's made out of titanium. I can't get it resized.
Okay.
So it's just, I might wear it on a necklace, but I have this one, and
Can they melt it down and then kind of like make a new one?
I don't know. So when we got married, we set a budget of $500 for the 2 rings.
Yep.
And I was like, I just want a titanium band. She found one for $65. Cool. Did she get a $65 ring? No. She got a $435 ring.
Listen, there's more money in my wife's hand than I care to mention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm fine with it. I don't care.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But we also, I think we maybe probably need to take some insurance out.
Yeah.
Just in case someone decides to rob her ass.
Yeah. But yeah, I just, I don't care about that sort of thing. Like, this is the only jewelry I wear, and it's made out of rubber. So, but yeah, so I have to buy some new ones. But again, $7 silicone rings on Amazon. And it's fine. So
This is just gold. They can resize it.
yeah,
And they eventually I will. But like, it's like, there's nothing really holding it
yeah,
on right now.
Yeah, if you're Italian, it'd be like, hey, go on.
I mean, other than the indent
Yeah,
that doesn't hold it on anymore. But the knuckle isn't holding it on anymore. So like, don't get me wrong, like it's still touching. It still touches, but I'm probably about 5 to 10 pounds
Yeah.
away from it not.
now I need to go in for a physical with the regular doctor, and I'm interested to see like what my blood pressure is.
Cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how much it's gone down. Now, did you take that blood work before you went?
Yeah,
Okay. So you've got your base. When do you go for that?
I haven't scheduled it. I just need to.
You gotta like, I think you need like in the next month and a half.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
Because now I'm like, more for me than for you. Because now I'm fucking curious. Like, I would love to know what your numbers were.
yeah.
Because 100 fucking pounds, dude, is a massive difference.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Like, I've got to imagine it's affected the insides.
yeah.
a
Well, I
lot.
stopped. I stopped taking my blood pressure medicine. I probably should have just stopped it.
Probably not. No,
But I just did.
Again, this is not medical advice
Yeah.
for people that are listening to the show.
And I just
Don't do
stopped it
that.
because I didn't refill it, and I need to refill it. Yeah, stupid.
Why? Why?
It just ran out of it, and I was away.
You came back.
I did
Yeah.
6 weeks ago.
This is a horrible idea. This is not good at all. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I need to start taking that again. I did stop taking the.
Physicals are free. You know that, right? With the insurance.
Yeah, I just need to schedule it.
there's not even a copay with the
There's just the
annual physical.
scheduling thing, and I'm changing doctors. I need to get into the new practice.
Yeah.
It's like a tryout. Need to work my way up through AA.
Oh man, hey, I'm actually looking for a new therapist to go back into therapy. I finally got over the trauma from the old one with the fucking hassle that was, and then I got to figure out what's going on. I had a panic attack. I don't know if I should call them panic attacks. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But going over like a little bridge, like I can't drive over the Bay Bridge like that. I'm that fucking ship sailed.
Yeah.
But like we live on a peninsula. If I can't drive over little bridges, I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Right? One day it just kind of happened, and of course because it happened once, now like I've got to phase it out. Like so now I purposely drive over that small bridge
Yeah.
to phase out whatever that nervousness is. Right. But I don't want it to start happening again.
It probably never happens when it's convenient.
No, of course not. And so like I said, I mentioned before, going to the ENT, vestibular system, going to go. I think eventually we're going to end up going to a neurologist, and then I'm also going to check and see if my mental health drugs are still doing what they should. They may not be, because if it is anxiety, the dose that I'm on with this mental health drug should be more than enough to curtail this. The fact that it isn't, or if that's the reason why it isn't, then we've got to switch. So that might be up next. But got a few doctor's appointments coming up, so we're going to try and figure this thing out. I do hope it's not something more serious.
Yeah.
especially with the nervous system. So, like, for people that don't know, when I was in my late 20s, had cancer, chemo treatments. In fact, I just saw the oncologist, my annual follow-up, and I brought it up, and I said, and he said, you come here, and he actually mentioned it before I said anything. He said, we have you come here to make sure there were no lasting effects from the chemo. It's not even lasting effects from the cancer. It's lasting effects from the chemo I did. Mm-hmm. And so I mentioned, I was like, I am having some of these issues neurologically or mentally or whatever, because I still get like neuropathy in my fingers and toes, like where I don't have full feeling in them. And we're talking 29, 30, so about 15, 16 years later. It's actually gotten worse since I've gotten older. And so he's like, it's definitely possible that you're having some effects from those drugs, because those are some fucking horrible drugs. But they kill cancer, so take one. But so there could be some neurological issues going on that we don't know about. So we're gonna get everything checked out. I don't think it's that. I'm hoping it's not that. But it is affecting some mobility issues. So we'll see. I don't think it's anything major, but I want to at least get it checked out.
Yeah, troubleshoot it.
And that's why I'm doing the veins now, because I want to make sure it's kind of like with the car. Like, I want to make sure everything is in good working order before we go digging into the more serious shit. Like, veins is an easy thing to kind of go in there, rip and pull out what doesn't work, let it find new blood flow. Make sure you got blood flow to the brain, blood flow to the brain, right? Make sure that isn't the problem. Make sure the easy stuff isn't the problem. So. Hopefully it's not nothing more serious. We'll see, though. I told my wife, I was like, hey, if I get in a wheelchair or something, like, go ahead and put me in, like, the home for whatever, because then someone brings me 3 meals a day, and I don't have to do anything social anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a legit excuse not to go interact with people.
It's there's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer ends up in a nursing home.
Yeah,
and he's sitting he's in his bed, and the guy next to him has I guess he's got a catheter in, so he doesn't have to get up to go to the bathroom. He's like, "Hey, what's that?" He goes, "Oh, that's so he can go to the bathroom." He goes, "Wait, here I am using my legs like a sucker."
Yeah, I remember that episode.
I gotta walk all the way to the bathroom, and she's like right there, and the door's like right next to his bed.
Yeah. I love that episode. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So we'll probably do another update. What do you think? Probably another month?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe a month and a half.
Yeah, hopefully I broke through that hundo mark.
That's the goal. I mean, I hope you're through the 100, and hopefully I get through that 280 mark by then.
Yeah.
It's definitely slower now than it was, but I don't care.
Yeah, mine is.
As long as it's not going up, I don't care.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Want to thank Adam Chubbuck, TechMD.com, TACMD.com. That's TechMD.com for all your real estate needs. Go check Adam out. Go schedule an appointment to go talk to him. We'll see you next week.